Everyone is very quiet here. Oh, free, 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 free.
And I'd just like to give you some feedback, really, because you were here probably on Saturday where we had 1 or 2 people here, and just to say that pictures of our demonstration and march on Saturday, which brought cheers. It brought cheers and tears to everyone in Palestine seeing the solidarity. So we've just come from the police, and the arrangements for this coming Saturday are going to be back to front. We're going to be here at 12 o'clock, and we're going to assemble a march here. Everyone march past the Israeli embassy, and we're going to Parliament. They've conceded that we can have the rally in Parliament Square on Saturday.
When do we want it? What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it?
We came here on Saturday, and when we were here on Saturday, over 300 people have been killed in Gaza. Now that figure has doubled, more than doubled, in the last 3 days. That's why we're back here again tonight. That's why there are protests all across the country this week. And that is why on Saturday at 12 o'clock, we're going to be here again, marching from this embassy, the Israeli embassy, to the Houses of Parliament. It's a long march, but it's a march that's very necessary, because we are saying to the people here, we're fed up with your murders in Gaza, we're fed up with your murders of the Palestinians, and we're fed up with you being the most terror state in the whole of the Middle East. But we're also going to say to our government that we're fed up with them condoning and supporting and justifying the terror and the murder that is going on for the Palestinians. There is not another country in the world that could get away with doing what Israel has done. There is not a country in the world that treats its citizens in the way that they treat the Palestinians. We have had nearly 70 years of this injustice to the Palestinians, and that isn't going to be sorted in the next week. But in the next week we can say that in our thousands and our millions we are all Palestinians, and that is why we will be on the streets of London on Saturday again. And when they stand up for their rights, they're called terrorists. The real terrorists are in the White House, are in Downing Street, and in Israel itself. That is why we're standing up today and we're saying solidarity with the people of Palestine, solidarity with the people of Gaza. But we're also saying something else. This could not continue if it wasn't for the European Union, if it wasn't for the British government, if it wasn't for the United States government. It would end tomorrow if they stood up for justice.
When do we want it? Next. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Palestine. Free. Palestine. United, black, white, Asian, Muslim, Jew, Christian, people no faith. United, we are stronger. Free. United, the people will never be defeated. United, the people will never be defeated. United, the people will never be. Let's be clear. Are we anti-Semitic? No! Are we anti-Semitic? No! Now hear this. Are we anti-Zionist? Yes! Are we anti-Zionist? Yes! Are we anti-Zionist? Yes! Our next speaker, to build that unity from Jews, for justice, for Palestinians, I give you our brother, Glenn Secker.
Thank you. It gives me great pride to be here as a Jew speaking on of Jews for justice for Palestinians. I stand here as a witness that criticising Israel is not anti-Semitic. For me and for us, it's a duty. It's absolutely necessary to stand up for human rights, to stand up for freedom and to stand up for justice for Palestinians. The last 2 weeks have been one for us of absolute horror. If I identified with Israel at all, I would feel shame, but I don't. I don't identify with Israel one bit. I would never return. I would never take up my so-called right of return. I don't have that right. If I took it up, it would mean taking work and a home and a pension and a living from a Palestinian. I would never do that. I got an email this morning from a Jewish group in Tel Aviv. They were organising a demonstration against the attack on Gaza. 4 of their coaches was turned back by the police. They ended up in a minority in the face of the Zionists, who attacked them with rocks, just as they attack Palestinians far more viciously. They stood there and they took the rocks and they managed to survive. And one of them said, "This doesn't come easily to me as a Jew, as an Israeli, but those people attacking us were fascists because they were shouting, 'Kill, kill, kill' at us."
Free! Palestine! Free! Free! Palestine! Free! Free! Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! We will never let you die! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! We will never let you die! Free! Free! Palestine! 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 If you love Gaza, make some noise! Everyone put your banners down. This is your banners. I want all fingers in the air. 2 fingers. 2 fingers, please. No justice! No justice! No justice! Free! Free! Palestine! 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 They call the people of Gaza terrorists. They call us the terrorists. Shame on you! Guys, shame on you! That's good enough. When I say Israel, you say terrorist. Israel! 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 I don't think I can hear you, to be honest. Israel! 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 Israel!
And I want to say a big thank you to all the pro-Palestinian people, those who expressed solidarity for justice in Chile, that their government has suspended all trade with Israel. And remember, the people of Chile went through the dark days of dictatorship under Pinochet. They know what secret prisons are about. They know what torture is about. They know what oppression is about. That's why they have suspended trade with Israel, because of what's happening in Gaza. And another through the ghastly experience from 1948 to 1990 of apartheid, of prisons, of shootings and killings of the people of South Africa, who have asked the Israeli ambassador to leave to show their anger and displeasure. And so we make demands of the British government. And I tell you, yesterday in the House of Commons was an interesting experience. But the parallel universe is something like this. I asked David Cameron if he didn't think that the tri-headed evil of the occupation of Palestine by Israeli forces, the illegal settlements all over the West Bank, and the siege of Gaza that has gone on since 2006 weren't a contributory factor to this issue. And his reply was that the Palestinians should stop causing trouble. Well, this plays into the whole media narrative that somehow or other there's an equivalence between Israel and Palestine. Israel is the world's fourth largest arms exporter, has one of the highest standards of living in the world, has nuclear weapons and every other weapon you can think of, including phosphorus bombs, including bomblets that send out little spears wherever they land, and 500 people have already died in the past few days in Gaza. It is appalling, 600 somebody's saying, and I'm slightly out of date, I'm out of date, I apologise. So the issue is, this is not an equivalence, this is an occupation, this is a genocidal attack on Palestinian people. It has got to stop. And the only way we make it stop is by making demands all around the world. So when we say demonstrate, please come out. When we say send messages of solidarity and support for medical aid and all the other things that are so crucially needed, I say do that. But our demonstration is having an effect. I talked about what had happened in Chile and South Africa, but it's also affecting governments in the region. The government of Turkey has suddenly got very involved in demanding a ceasefire. Peace in the region, then peace can only come through a political solution, through justice, through recognition of the rights and needs of the Palestinian people.